I overbuy every single time, every single thing. And when I'm at the farmer's market and the strawberries are this beautiful, there are way too many hanging around in my fridge. So here is a great way to use them up before they go bad. We're going to give them a little soak in some nice cold water. And then we're going to dry them on a lovely towel. This is their spa day. Now we're going to trim them up. Now please don't come at me. I know I'm wasting a little bit of berry here, but I am saving sanity. We're going to trim about half of them in half and plop them into a bowl. The other half we're going to set aside for a minute. Into the bowl is a little lemon zest, worst grater ever, and some of the juice. These are macerated berries. These are one of my favorite things, and I serve them for dessert all by themselves. Sprinkle them with a little sugar, how much depends upon your strawberries, and some vanilla extract. And then mix. It's going to take a minute. Mix and mix and mix. You really want those sugars to touch the berry and bring out all of those beautiful juices. The juice is the best part. Now we're going to heat up a pan. Into the pan goes a little bit of unsalted butter. We're going to melt that. This is the caramel. This is basically an upside down cake. Into the pan with the butter goes the brown sugar, and we're going to cook the butter and the brown sugar together for a few minutes. We're going to try to start to melt some of those sugars and make this one homogeneous syrup. I don't know. Caramel. It's going to take a minute. Give it time. But don't overcook it because you'll burn it. It still has to cook in the oven. We've prepared our pan spray and parchment, and we're pouring our caramel on top of the parchment. And now on top of caramel goes those berries. Cut to the bananas. These bananas have obviously been sitting on my counter for way too long, and I've finally gotten around to using them rather than throwing them out. So this is a good thing. These are pretty much the perfect level of overripe you want when you're baking. We're going to mash them with a fork. A fork is the only way to go here. If you use anything else, you're going to puree them too much and you're not going to have the right texture in your cake. Moving on to our cake batter, we are separating our eggs, okay? You do not have to do this. You can add the eggs in later, but this just gives us a lot of nice lift to the cake. There's a lot of heaviness in it with the bananas, so a little bit of lift is a nice compensation. Okay, clean bowl, clean whisk, egg whites into the mixer starting on low-medium speed. Once it's a little frothy, we're going to get a couple of tablespoons of the sugar from the recipe into the whites. This is just going to help make them nice and stable so that when we fold them in later, they don't want to deflate too quickly on us. Your whites should be nice, soft peak. Then into the bowl, we're going to add our butter and sugar and start creaming that for the rest of our cake batter. This bowl is massive and it does not like little batches like this. So I have to keep scraping down way more than I want to here. Once my butter and sugar is light and fluffy, I'm going to add the reserved yolks one at a time, mix until combined, and then scrape down. Once again, lots of scraping down here in this really, really big bowl. Pretty, but big. Now vanilla extract. My favorite is vanilla bean paste. I don't know, maybe it's because I can see the little seeds, but I love it. Dry ingredients. All-purpose flour, cornmeal, salt, and baking soda. Baking soda because we're using sour cream here in the recipe. We whisk all of that together to combine, and then I like to use this little paper funnel trick. It helps me get everything in cleanly without making a mess. About half of our dry ingredients is going to go in, then our yogurt, followed by the remaining dry ingredients. Don't overmix, okay? That's how your cake gets really, really tough. Once that's in, then goes in the banana. Again, we're just going to mix until it's barely combined and then stop. Now we're going to fold our whites and about half are going to go in, and we're just going to kind of mix them in gently. We know we're going to lose volume here. But with the second addition, now we're going to be a little bit more careful because we worked really hard to get that volume in there. We don't want to lose it. This is what's lightening our cake. Into the pan with our strawberries and our caramel, we're going to top it off with this beautiful banana cake batter. Get all of it out of the bowl. Don't leave any behind. Nice little smoothing with a small offset spatula. It's going to take about 45 minutes to an hour for the cake to look like this. Cool it for about 10 minutes and then do this. The flip out magic reveal. Now, it's not very pretty. So this is how we're making her pretty. Lots of beautiful, soft, pillowy whipped cream. Gonna smooth it around all over our cake like a cloud. And then on top of that goes our beautiful macerated strawberries that we set aside from before. Seriously, look at those things. How do you not want to eat it? Little lemon zest over the top, and we are done. We have a beautiful strawberry banana cake that you're going to want to eat as long as the strawberries are in season. This cake actually lasts for several days, but you're going to want to refrigerate it because of the whipped cream. And here we go. Beautiful, moist, delicious strawberry banana cake.